I'm Timothy Dakin, and on behalf of the Bolton Booster Club, I wish to welcome you to the 2019-2020 video look back at the Bolton Central School athletic year. Despite the many challenges we have been facing, we still wish to recognize the hard work and dedication of our student athletes and coaches. Before we start, I want to personally thank Mrs. Lawrence, Ms. Carlson, Leah Monroe, and Kirsten Gollhofer for all of their behind-the-scenes work putting this together. Without the countless hours of planning, editing, and coordination, none of this would have been possible. I would also like to thank the school administration staff and our esteemed athletic director for their continued support of the Booster Club and our student athletes. Without further ado, please enjoy.
Hello, I'm Rob Thomas. I'm the coach of the varsity boys soccer team for Bolton and Warrensburg. And I'd like to start off with some thank yous. I'd like to thank both administrations for this merger. It's a continued success for everyone involved, and it's tremendous. I'd like to thank Scott, my AD in Warrensburg, and Margaret, the AD in Bolton, for always being professional, always being on top of things, and keeping things running very smoothly. So that's appreciated. I'd like to thank the bus drivers for getting us to our locations and our games, practices on time. They really are quite busy with us during the fall. I'd like to thank Todd Markham, my assistant. Markham is always there to keep me grounded and somewhat sane. That's a struggle. I'd like to thank my seniors, Mason Cladis, JJ Duran, Tommy Moore, Mike Baker, and Kevin Nisi, who were always giving 100%, always being gentlemen, working hard, and just being all around great teammates. We'll miss them. It was a frustrating year last year for us. We lost 6 games by 1 goal. 3 of those were in overtime, and we had 1 tie. So we were really, really close a number of times. And just frustrating year, and sometimes you have that. So, but we'll make it through that. And this coming, the future looks really good with the disbursement of talent that we have throughout the grades coming up through. And it bodes well for the future. My feeling is, we just have to learn how to win. And that can be a struggle sometimes. So, but things look good for the future. I'm really excited. And I hope everyone receives this in great form. So thank you. Take care. Stay safe. And see you later.
So, definitely not the way anyone expected this year to end. Pretty crazy stuff. But at least before all this happened, I had the chance to play my last season of soccer for BW. Taking a look back at the season, there are things we could have done better, but there are also things we could have done a lot worse. It was a tough year, and we had a young team, but you win some, you lose some. And over everything else, I'm not going to remember the scores of the games. Everyone's going to hold on to the memories, and that's what the season's about. And thanks to all the other seniors, Kev, Jay, Mason, and Mike for a good last season. And a very special thanks to the Bolton Booster Club and the janitors who take care of our field.
Yeah. Siege. Riley. Taz. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water, that the sign of baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. I used to think that people die because they wicked. Nowadays people wanna see you dead because you gifted. Been ready for my tomb since I came up out the womb. So no matter what, I'm coming back and paying you a visit.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. I got to watch a little live golf on TV. It made me a little nostalgic for the 2019 Bolton Central School golf team. We struggled a lot this year. We came close in a lot of matches. We were playing well, but just couldn't get over the hump to win the match. So for that, we need to make sure that we have a commitment to the game of golf. When you go out there, you should be committed and try your best at all times. Practice with a purpose. You know that's one of Mr. Showers' big tenets. Practice with a purpose. If you just go out there and hit golf balls, it doesn't help you. When you're out there playing a match, you need to play the golf course, not the player. That'll help you in your future endeavors. We had 3 seniors this year, Sophie W., Peyton, and Jensen. I wish you all the luck and all the success in your future endeavors. I really appreciate the fact that the last 4 years that you guys have played with me, I hope that you do very well in your future. Golf is a lifelong sport. I'm 57 and I'm still playing today. So you can play until you're old like me. For the people that are staying, James and Max, your commitment level to practices was great. For Sophie D and Stash, you're a little bit more experienced. You need to take the lead on the golf team. You need to help the other players and make sure that they are up to the potential that they have. You all have potential to be better with every golf swing. Make it your purpose to get better at the game of golf. And always remember the amount of candy you guys cost me. Thanks.
Hi, Mr. Showers. Stash and I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for us in golf. Over my last 4 years and his last 2 years, we've learned a lot, like new techniques and rules of the game. I know that coaching me was particularly challenging because I showed up on my first day with jean shorts and a t-shirt, so thanks for sticking with me. Thanks again, Mr. Showers.
Hi, it's Peyton, Jensen, and Sophie. We just wanted to say a big thank you to Mr. Showers for coaching us on the golf team over the past few years.
We really appreciate all that you've done for us. From all the late nights spent out on the course with flashlights because we can't see anything, to the putting competitions.
Or even the time I hit the card out on the range. It really means a lot. The team won't be the same without you.
Thank you.
My name is Jordan Robertson, and I'm a senior, and I also played volleyball for 4 years for Warrensburg Central School. And I wanted to make this video thanking everyone that has made my volleyball career amazing and even possible. First, I wanted to start off by thanking my coaches. I want to thank Coach Trapasso for always making me work hard my first year of volleyball and to never give up. I want to thank Coach Baker for being incredibly nice and just bringing so much positivity to our team. And I wanted to thank Coach Haynes for being there for me, whether it was for advice about volleyball or just home life in general, and for being just an amazing coach and so nice. I'm gonna miss the times where my teammates and the coaches and everyone had family dinner, as we called it. I'm gonna miss the times where we were on the bus blaring music, usually Cardi B. I'm gonna miss the times where we went to the volleyball tournament at Corinth and just having a lot of fun during those times. I'm gonna miss all the excitement that we had for our wins that we had throughout the seasons. I'm just gonna miss volleyball in general. I appreciate everything that everyone has done for me, from my teammates to the coaches to the faculty at Warrensburg, everyone. Even Miss Lawrence, I want to thank her also. I always thought joining volleyball I'd be not that good and not make many friends because I was basically the only girl from Bolton playing, but they welcomed me in with open arms and I appreciate that so much. And I love my teammates, I love my coaches, everyone that has been there for me. I also want to thank my parents for being my biggest supporters, helping me through all the practices that I had trouble with, all my injuries that I've gotten, because I'm quite a klutz and I'm prone to injuries, but yeah, all the games that they showed up to, everything. I appreciate them so much. And I also wanted to talk about just my experience throughout these 4 years that I've been playing. Everyone is so loving and welcoming, and I am more than thankful for that. I was dedicated to volleyball. Volleyball has become a passion of mine because of all the treatment I got throughout these last 4 years and how much fun I realized volleyball was, and that I probably wouldn't even have known to play without them being there for me. So I just wanted to make this video to thank everyone that made my volleyball career possible, and that I appreciate them very much, and I'm so thankful for them for being in my life the last 4 years, and that I'm going to miss them. And I'm not going to be going away, because I'll show up at the volleyball games all the time because I'm staying here and they can't get rid of me that easy. But yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
In a few weeks I will get time to realize it's right before my eyes, and I can take it if it's what I want to do. I am leaving and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes, and I can taste it. It's my...
Hi everybody, my name is Coach Lawrence and I'm the girls varsity soccer coach. I would like to start off by saying 3 thank yous to a few people on my list who really helped out. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Coach Eager, who's the modified girls soccer coach, Coach Carlson and Coach Denny, who worked with the JV girls, Coach Kober, Coach Lawrence, myself, and Mitchell Jordan, who helped out with the girls varsity soccer team. Without you and having an amazing coaching staff, we wouldn't have the program that we have today. This year was the first year that we had a JV girls soccer program, which was historical for our Bolton Warrensburg program. It provided 13 girls with another opportunity to get more playing time at an appropriate level, which was just incredible to have. So now that we're fielding 3 strong teams, we have a very bright future ahead of us, and we're looking forward to continuing to build it. Thank you to my coaches for your work ethic and your dedication. It is greatly appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed. Next, I'd like to thank the parents in all of our programs. 6 a.m. is really early, and I appreciate your support during our summer soccer and summer workout and in the preseason. Thank you for working together to make it possible for the girls soccer players. Thank you for your support throughout the season and your support at the Old Forge tournament. I've gotten to know a lot of you so well, and I really appreciate what you do for our team on and off the field. Lastly, I'd like to thank the players. This has by far been an awesome season. 2019 was really good to us. We had great leadership. We had most of our returning soccer team, and everybody worked hard on and off the field and came to practice with a positive attitude. And not only did you get better at soccer, you had a ton of fun too. And there's no better season than a season that is balanced with both fun and awesome memories and improvement. I think everybody noticed the improvement that was made with our team, which was awesome. We had a record this year of 13-5, which is incredible for Section 2 Class C. We were only defeated by 3 teams, all of whom were state ranked, which is something to be very proud of. We made it to the second round of sectionals, and that was a home game in Bolton, if you remember. If you were there, hopefully everybody was. And we defeated Canada-Joe-Harry 4-2, which was incredible. We went on to compete against Voorheesville, and it was a 4-0 defeat, but I was very proud by the way we played against that school. I'm looking forward to next season already. I can't wait, and I'm proud of all of you and can't wait to see how you still continue to develop and the teams that we continue to build. I'd like to say that we had 4 seniors this year who played a major role in building our program and having strong leadership. And those 4 seniors were Caitlin Constantino from Warrensburg, Aubrey Reynes from Warrensburg, Hope Boland from Warrensburg, and Leah Monroe from Bolton. And you 4 were an incredible group to coach. I'm so very proud of the 4 of you. Your work ethic on and off the field, your communication, the way you were leaders to the younger girls and your teammates really continue to set a high standard for years to come. It's really going to be hard to replace you for next year. It's many years that I've coached you, and I'm really going to miss you. It's going to be strange not having you on the team next year. So I look forward to following you in your future, but I want you guys to know how much of an impact that you had on me as a coach and on your teammates. And I will continue rooting for you as you move on through college, finding a career, and in life. And thank you for everything that you did for our program and for me. I know that you have a lot of wonderful memories. And to the team, keep working out, keep working on your skills. We have another very bright season ahead of us. I can't wait to get back into it this summer, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you again. Thank you, and have a nice night.
I'm Leah Monroe. And I'm Hope Bolton. First things first, I would like to thank the Bolton Booster Club for hosting events such as the bonfire during the fall, as well as the sports banquet during the springtime that we were supposed to have, but didn't have because of the coronavirus, clearly.
We'd also like to thank Frank for recording our videos. Even when the weather was great or not, he still was there, so thank you, Frank.
Plus the pictures he takes. His videos are so helpful for our teams because we can look back at them and see our mistakes and what we did well too.
Also the janitors for cleaning up the fields, all the pre-wrap, all the tape that's left, everything.
Also the bus drivers for driving us back and forth to practices, games, the Warrensburg and the Bolton crew, because we have great voices on the bus.
And great taste in music.
Yeah, before the games.
Great music.
I just give them credit for listening to that the whole ride.
Yeah. Also to the athletic directors for practices, like all those schedules, that's not easy, and there's not a lot of space to have those practices sometimes, so it's a very hard job, and they make it look very easy.
Especially Coach Lawrence, because she's not only an athletic director, she's also a coach and a mom, and I don't know how she does it all. She's just so great at what she does.
And also for Royce and Cody,
our assistant coaches. They push us hard during every game, and I'm so appreciative of that.
Even when they meg us or whatever, but we're very thankful for them. Yeah. And during the summer, I know it's not easy to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, so
yeah, I give all my teammates credit for that.
Especially the young ones, it's not easy. And a few you know, it's rough. It's rough. It's not easy, but
honestly, it's worth it during the season. Looking back on that, I would do one of those 6 a.m. practices in a heartbeat.
And over the years, you see how much you improve, and you just, it's I can't explain it until you're at this spot and you see how much you improve. But thank you to all those that helped us for the season. And
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Team on 3 and 1, 2, 3, team!
Stretch my hands to you. Life like, this is what your life like. Try to live the life right. People really know you push your buttons like type right. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Every single night, right? Every single fight, right? I was looking at the gram and I don't even like lights. I was screaming at my daddy, told me it ain't Christ-like. I was screaming at the referee, just like Mike. Looking for a bright light. Seagull, what your life like? Riding on a white bike, feeling like a sight bike. Pressing on the gas, supernova for a night light. Dreaming at my dad and he told me it ain't Christ-like. But nobody never tell you when you're being like Christ. Only ever seeing me, only when they needing me. Like if Tyler Perry made a movie for BT, searching for a deity. Now you wanna see it free, now you wanna see it free. Let you see it 3 apiece. Tell me what your life like, turn it down a bright light. Driving with my dad and he told me it ain't Christ-like. I'm just trying to find, I've been looking for a new way. I'm just really trying not to really do the fool way. I don't have a cool way, being on my best though. Lock up on the text though, nothing else next though. Not another word, let a picture or a decimal. Wrestling with God, I don't really wanna rest so. Man, it's really lifelike, everything in my life. Arguing with my dad and he said it ain't Christ-like. Man. You know it's like somebody only close who can get you like off your. I be on my. I woke up this morning, I said my prayers, I'm all doing good. I try to talk to my dad, get him some advice. He starts spazzing on me. I start spazzing back.
everyone. I know this is under some definitely new circumstances here, but I wish we could be honoring these kids and their amazing achievement in a much different fashion. We had a truly historical season this year, probably the greatest of my career and tenure at Bolton Central School. Our team went 19-2 this year, which is a 91% winning percentage. We had a lot of amazing victories. We swept Fort Ann twice, which is great. That's the first time our school has done that ever. We also swept Westport, which was amazing. They're a perennial powerhouse in Section 7 and won many titles. We had a really awesome season with that. We also won Division II, which is pretty solid achievement as well. That's, I think, now 4 consecutive division titles, which is really another great achievement. We won our first sectional title since 2004, and I really believe, and I know the players that played for us and the coaches and the people that really support us, we really feel like we could have gone all the way this year. We made it to state regionals. I'll never, ever in my life forget how great it felt to watch all of those kids celebrating all of their hard work on the floor at the end of that game at the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. Just seeing the true joy, happiness, and just really the overall enjoyment of everyone's hard work and a culminating activity. We were one of the few teams that was able to end our season without a loss, really. Most teams end losing a sectional game, losing a regular season game. So that's really something that's very, very special. There were so many great things that this team did. We were ranked at one point by the New York State Sports Writers Association, 6th ranked team in Class D in New York State, which is another first for Bolton Central School. In congratulating all of our players, I think first of my seniors. Had 3 great seniors. The girls are really, really good with each other. They were great leaders. Starting with Kirsten, I'll always remember Kirsten as somebody that's just a good spark plug of a kid. Very athletic girl, really good defender, but most importantly, she always kept Coach Gary Drake under control because he could really lose his cool sometimes, and you wouldn't think a girl her size could, but man, there's a lot of power in that little frame. Shay, oh man, if she would have played since she was in 6th grade, what a sweetheart of a girl. Everybody absolutely loved her. She really was a uplifting person on our team, and really just the more we got to know her, the more we liked her. I'm so glad she played. Alicia really just became a really tough player over the years. She took a lot of tough love early and really just stuck with it. And I hope that she takes most of what she takes out of basketball. It's just how hard it is in life to get what you want, and how great it feels when you do all the things you need to get where you got to be. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. I'm really going to miss you. We care about you, Coach Gary and I, more than you have any idea. Skylar, leadership, toughness, defense, just a wonderful person. Like, Skylar, you're one of my favorite people ever. Just, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You're a throwback kid. You remind me of kids when I was growing up. You're just such a special person, and your ability to take direction, work hard, and not give up when things really don't go your way. Haven Varney, loved having you this year. Just seeing you in my gym class, I just knew right away you'd blend in very well. The girls absolutely loved you. I mean, think about it. An 8th grader in a section final, in the final minute of the game, hitting 2 free throws in a field house with no backdrop. I mean, that just shows you how far she's come and how far she can go. We loved having her this year. Jane T, really awesome person, became a really good outside shooter, really learned how to work hard and fight through adversity. I think that's going to carry you very far in life, just being able to be tough and be a strong person. You're a strong young lady. Sarah Magar, never stop looking over your shoulder and never stop fighting for what's yours. Nothing in life worth having wasn't worth working for. Jean P. really became a tough girl by the end of the season, fought through some injuries, fought through some struggles, played really good basketball, recognized by coaches in the league as a second-team All-Star. That's her 2nd consecutive year as an All-Star, and she's only in 9th grade. No one's harder on you than yourself, Jane, and no one needs to have more pride in yourself than you, Jane. Keep working hard, keep doing all the right things. That takes me to 2 juniors, 2 amazing juniors. I couldn't be more proud of these 2 girls. They always put the achievements of the team before themselves, and they have a closet now full of trophies, accolades, really good remembrances of just records. These 2 girls, Caitlin Van Auken and Maria Baker, are 2 best players in the league. Either one could be the MVP. Either one could be the MVP. Both of these players play like MVPs. They carry themselves like MVPs. They put their work in the off season. If you ask them to do it, they do it. And the greatest reward, I know Coach Gary would say the same thing, that any player can give any coach, is to just work as hard as you can and believe in somebody. You've always believed in us. We've always believed in you. And that's what's made us a really strong team and a strong family. Just some of the accolades, I'm sure you've seen them in the video already. 2 juniors scoring 1,000 points. That's impressive. I don't know where else you're going to see that. That's impressive. Caitlin Van Auken, been playing varsity basketball since an 8th grader, all 4 years, a first-team All-Star. That's never been done in our school. Sorry for slamming that table. You're the most battle-tested, rock-solid, dependable, and flappable person that I've ever coached. We are very fortunate to have you. You're also, that's the second time you're an All-State All-Star, which is just another great achievement. I only can talk for so long. Sorry, lady. Maria Baker, last but certainly not least, 2 consecutive MVP awards. Tiny little girl, just determined, driven, focused. I've never seen anything like this. I'm just so happy that you continue to just grow as a person. I love how inflammable you are, and I like how you can roll the punches. You're one of the hardest workers we've ever had. Another 2-time state All-Star. Last but not least, Gary Drake. First of all, you're a friend. I don't think I've ever gelled with somebody as good as you. I don't think anybody, we could argue, we can fight about certain things, but we always in the end find a way to work together. You're one of the best people I could ever be surrounded with as far as coaching goes. You're a tremendous coach. You're an even better person. You are one of the best coaches I've ever been around. And I hope that you know that myself, that the team, that the kids in our school that have worked with you and had a chance to work with you know what you bring to the table. And you're an invaluable asset as a person. And I can't spend enough time taking the time out to say the enjoyment I have, whether it's coaching with you, fishing with you. You know, I feel like we really will get along well always, and I hope you know that's very important. Once again, I wish this could have been done in a banquet, but these are the circumstances. But these girls really should be proud of themselves, and this is a memory that will last the rest of your life. I know that I'll look back on it forever.
On behalf of the girls varsity basketball team, I'd like to give a recap on our season. We started off with 6 returning players, 4 new players, with only 3 returning starters. So we kind of expected it just to be like a rebuilding year. We didn't really expect to make it as far as we did, but obviously we won our division and then later won our section, and we were headed to regionals. And then obviously Corona happened and we couldn't play that game, but we couldn't have done it with all of the people that were there for us during our season. We'd like to thank a bunch of people, but we'd like to thank Mrs. Jorgensen first off for everything that she does for our team. Not a lot of people know everything that she really does for us. She keeps all the stats. She does every book. She comes to every game. She travels everywhere. She's a big part of our team, and I think she goes unnoticed a lot, but she shouldn't be. Mrs. Lawrence is another one. She literally coordinates everything for us. She makes sure, all the moving parts are working, where everything's going smoothly, and she does a really good job at making sure that happens. We'd also like to thank transportation. They obviously bring us everywhere, and they're a big part of why we are successful. Frank is the man. We love Frank, but he does a lot for a lot of different schools and a lot of different teams around us. He dedicates a lot of his time to, recording us and making really cool videos and everything, and those become very useful in times when you're trying to create recruitment videos and whatnot to look back on. It's just a very nice thing to have to look back on, years down the road. So we thank you, Frank. Another big one is teachers and administration. Their constant support and help, and that's all very nice of them. Parents, again, for their constant support, bringing us snacks and drinks and stuff on game days. That's awesome. And Caitlin Johnson is another big one. She graduated. I'm sure most of you, or if not all of you, know that, but she graduated a couple years back. And she was doing some work for school, and so she came and she actually helped us out for a little over a month, over our season, and she, did a lot of note-taking for her class, but she also, she helped out a lot. She helped run drills, helped make sure everything went smoothly. She came to games, she, took stats. She did a lot of different things, and so we really want to thank her too.
And most importantly, we'd like to thank our two coaches, Gary and Mr. Schweikert. Gary, he took us under his belt when we were in 6th grade. I'd say we joined his AAU team, and he's always been the type of guy who, as much as he loves basketball and cares about the game, he focuses on making us better women and more independent.
Better people.
And he's always pushed us and made us work hard and made us become better people in general. And then Mr. Schweikert too, as you may know. A lot of you know how much he cares about his girls and his players. He's done everything for us since we were in 3rd grade probably, when we were in his gym class. But he always made sure we were working hard, gave us basketballs to take home, and had us come in the mornings, work with his varsity team even when we were in 5th or 6th grade. But he's done everything for us, and he, as much as he loves basketball too, he cares about us as people and about our lives. And we just like to thank them for everything they've done and for pushing us.
Behind my back, and I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
It's basketball season!
Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette.
Hey,
And a
welcome
message coming from my eyes says leave it don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says find a
Hello everyone, this is Coach Persons, the varsity cheerleading coach. I would like to start off by thanking a few people. I'd like to start with our athletic director, Margaret Lawrence, for her unwavering and continued support of the kids, the program, and me as a coach. We really could not do any of this without you, Margaret. Next, I would like to thank our parents who are at every single game showing their love and support for these kids who work so hard. Last, I would like to thank and take a second to recognize our one senior, Shamara Jennings. Shamara is an amazing role model for the rest of the team. She works incredibly hard. She cares so much about her teammates. Not only does Shamara work hard in every single practice, she takes the time outside of school, at home, to work on new material to share with the team, and she really wants to make sure that everything that we put out there is the best that we can do. She not only is a great teammate, Shamara is an amazing person who, like I said, cares so much about every individual on our team. That includes me as her coach. Shamara makes a point of every day at school to pop in the morning and say, "Hi, coach, hope you have a good day." That just embodies the kind of person and everything that Shamara stands for. And like I said, I really feel that that has just set the tone for this year, and she is just a wonderful, amazing leader. I am so proud of you, Shamara, and you are going to be missed. Next, I would like to address the rest of the team. I am always so impressed with your dedication to supporting the basketball program and entertaining our fans and just really making BCS proud. You all highlight what it means to be an Eagle and show everyone at every game how much pride you have in our alma mater. I just want to tell all of you to keep up the hard work, and I really look forward to what comes next for this group of kids. Thanks, and everyone have a great summer.
Hello, I am here on behalf of the cheer squad, and I just wanted to say thank you to a bunch of people. First of all, I want to thank the other members of the squad for making it a great season. I would also like to thank Mrs. Lawrence and Mrs. Williams for supervising us during some of our practices. But most importantly, I would like to thank Coach Persons for dealing with us in this hectic season with everything going on. There were a lot of difficulties that we were all able to overcome, and I'm really appreciative of that. Our squad had 6 members, 5 of them were returning and 1 was new, and we managed to turn all of the difficulties that we had into fun memories, and thank you for all of the experience.
I'd also like to thank Mr. White for sharing the stage with us and being so flexible. But some of my favorite memories of the team is just hanging out with them because we hung out before practice every day. Also, all the times they dropped me. But just thank you to everyone.
Strolling so casually, we're different and the same. Gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing the little heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top.
Everybody, Coach Kober here from the boys varsity basketball team. I apologize that we can't get together like we normally would for the athletic banquet. I know it's a great time at the end of the year for us to celebrate individual and team accolades, but unfortunately unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures, so we're going to go ahead and do our best here. I know Mrs. Lawrence has mentioned some people and thanked them for everything that they do throughout the year to make our individual athletic seasons successful. I'm going to reiterate some of her sentiments, but if I forget anyone, I apologize. I normally do this off the cuff. I'm going to continue to try to do this off the cuff, and I just don't have an audience to help remind me of who I might be missing in front of me. So here we go. I'd first like to thank Mrs. Lawrence for being a great athletic director. She is a great communicator and truly makes Bolton a great place to coach. So hats off to you, Mrs. Lawrence. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Schweikert for being a mentor to me over the years, not only as a teacher, but also a coach. Your words of wisdom have a long-lasting impact that I will keep close, and I want to thank you for helping mold my coaching philosophy. So thank you very much, Mr. Schweikert. As far as our basketball season this year, The boys went 3-17, and although their record doesn't indicate it, they were very competitive in almost every game. And having a young group of kids, that bodes well for our future. And I'm excited to see where Bolton basketball goes in the coming years. To Mr. Clark, our boys modified basketball coach, I thank you for grooming a great crop of younger players to come up and be varsity ready in the coming years. Thank you very much. And I also want to thank you for being a voice that I could listen to, as well as the players could listen to, for wisdom and insight before and after games. You truly do a great job on the sidelines with me, and I thank you for that. To Mrs. Clark, my other assistant coach, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me this season, as well as the players. You keep us on top of the schedule. With me being in another district, you're a great communicator as well. You always have my ducks lined up for me when I arrive, and you make sure that the boys are always on top of their game. So thank you very much. You also provide some tips on the sidelines as well, and I know the boys appreciate that. To Mrs. Foy, our scoreboard operator, thank you very much for everything that you do on the sidelines, as well as keeping me level-headed. The jokes that you offer definitely keep me from exploding on the referees, so thank you very much, Mrs. Foy. For our fans, chaperones, and cheerleaders, thank you for making Bolton Central School one of the best environments to coach and play in. You truly are the greatest. Thank you. Last but not least, I'd like to thank our players. You made my first year as the boys varsity basketball coach unforgettable. You were ready to go every day. You came with an intensity, and you certainly brought some jokes along the way. I know I was running late a few times for some of those early practices coming over from Warrensburg, but you made it a seamless transition. You were ready to go. You usually already had practice started by the time I got there, and that shows a level of maturity on your behalf. So thank you very much to the boys. To our 4 seniors, Nathan Cooper, Michael Baker, Jaden Mignot, and Kevin Nisi, thank you for everything that you've done throughout your years as a boys varsity basketball player. I know some of you took a hiatus, but each and every one of you brought something to the table each and every game, and for that I thank you. Kevin, I'd like to congratulate you on your 1,000th point. You did it in incredible fashion. Storybook ending, buzzer beater at halftime of our last game. You really brought it down to the wire. And I know that's a moment that you and your teammates will remember forever. It's been a very long time since we've had a 1,000-point scorer on the male side at Bolton Central School. And it's something that we can look forward to, and hopefully we'll have many more to come. So thank you. To the rest of the players, I encourage you to stay dedicated and committed to our basketball program. I'm excited to see what you have to offer. You're a great group of younger players with a lot of energy, and I can't wait to see what that brings for you. But you need to stay committed and ready to build. In the off season, during the season, whatever it takes, we need to be ready. We play in one of the tougher divisions in the MVAC, and I think that if we can stick to the grind, we'll have great success in the future. So I look forward to next season and many more to come as the boys varsity basketball coach. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your year.
First things first, I would like to thank the PTO and the Booster Club for their continued support. Their dedication and commitment is something that all of Bolton students should aspire to have. Also, our team would like to thank the bus drivers and janitorial staff for getting us to our games on time and making sure our locker rooms and court were something we could be proud to say was ours. Finally, a huge thank you goes out to our fans and parents who came to support us. Although our season was focused on developing young players, your unwavering support continued and allowed us to stay positive, which was much needed during some of our games. After losing 5 seniors, we knew it was going to be a rough ride. We had a lot of young guys come up and immediately be asked to fill key roles. However, Coach Kober worked his wonders. It may have cost him a few gray hairs, but he managed to turn each guy into a role we needed. Although we joke about it, we know how hard Coach Kober worked this season. It's not uncommon to hear some coaches ride their players too hard, and while Coach Kober had to do his fair share of yelling, he always made sure this never became the case. Many players are apprehensive of coaches that yell. Personally, I love it, especially from Coach Kober, because even when we were down 30 with 3 minutes to go, he would be yelling to box out and keep playing defense. Not because he was mad, but because he knew those 3 minutes would be the best practice we'd get all season. And I'll take that every day over a coach who gives up on his team. This was my last season, and I wish we won every single game. But we didn't. So now myself and the rest of the seniors are going to take the lessons we learned through basketball and apply them to the real world. We leave behind a team that's going to have to practice a little, but if there's anybody dedicated enough to get better, it's them. Good luck, boys.
Life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change.
The 2020 baseball season was set up to be very promising as we fell one game short of the state Final Four in 2019. Unfortunately, the season was taken from us. And even though we are all very disheartened, let's remember ultimately what's most important in life: the health and well-being of our athletes, families, and community. I want to commend my team for the passion, dedication, and love that you have all displayed for the game of baseball. Remember that hunger, because we will get back on that field to play once again. This season we had a nice mix of 15 talented players, both young and old. I could tell after the first 2 weeks of practice they were going to be very tough to beat. The younger players really were soaking in the knowledge and drive that our experienced senior leadership displayed. I want to take a moment to recognize the 6 seniors we had on this year's team. Each one of these players had received MVAC honors for baseball in previous seasons. Michael Baker. Michael stepped in last season and provided clutch hitting and solid fielding at third base. Michael put in the time in the offseason to get faster and stronger. He is the type of athlete that will always listen to coaching and do whatever he can to improve. Kian Bresnahan, our shortstop, leadoff hitter, and spark plug. Kian is an all-around hitter and great athlete. Kian is a run producer. I always knew that when Kian got on that he was going to find a way to score. Colin Bresnahan. Colin can play every position on the field and do it very well. Colin stepped in last season to be our catcher and made a huge difference shutting down opposing base runners. Colin is always driven to win. Tyler Emmer. Tyler is irreplaceable. What energy and sense of fun that Tyler brought to the team. Tyler is one of the most improved players I've ever coached. Tyler's defense last season provided a spark and secured a number of wins. Tyler put a lot of time in the offseason to his hitting, and I could tell after 2 weeks of practice that he was going to have a great season. Kevin Nisi. Kevin had his 2019 season taken from him by a knee injury. If you know Kevin, Kevin worked very, very hard to rehabilitate his knee to be able to play sports this season. What drive and leadership Kevin always displayed for our baseball team. Kevin is very solid and gritty as an athlete, and he'll sorely be missed. And Andrew Pelkey. Andrew is one of the most competitive athletes I have ever coached. Andrew was a 2-time MVP, and I would say he was on his way to a 3rd MVP. Andrew is one of the best pitchers and center fielders you'll find in this area. Andrew's hard work and commitment he will be bringing to Indiana Wesleyan to play baseball next year. Seniors, even though your final season never happened, remember that your future is very bright. Cherish your experiences and hold on to the memories. I am so proud of how hard each of you studied and played the game. It was an honor to coach each of you, and you will greatly be missed.
With our season being canceled, our team was reminded just how much we love the game of baseball. And while we do wish we could be out there competing, we understand that this is bigger than us. Heading into this season, we are excited to field a team that we believed could win it all. With the core of the team returning for senior year, we were ready to go out on a bang. But that didn't happen. So now we look to these unique times to teach us something. And that is that sometimes things are just bigger than yourself. And while it may be cliche, it's a lesson that can only be taught through sacrifice. Now we have to look and see what's in store for the future. Through these hard times, we have kept our heads up and reminded ourselves that there's more to life than just a game we love. Coach A and Mr. Pelkey kept our heads high from the beginning and made sure that no matter what, we would be prepared for the season that was in store. Unfortunately, we couldn't have our final year with Coach A. However, the seniors would like to thank him for the hard work he has done for us the last few years. I will never forget the dedication he's had for the game. He always emphasized to never be satisfied with how good you are, and I speak for the team when I say this is not just passed over our heads. Thank you, Coach, for everything you've done in pushing me to become the person I am today.
What up, Bolton fam? It's Andrew Pelkey from Schroon Lake. I'm a senior this year, and Miss Lawrence wanted me to do a little video for the sports banquet, so I'll be talking on behalf of the baseball team. Yes, our season got totally canceled. It's rough. It was a tough pill to swallow. I mean, I think we had like up here for potential this year. I mean, we were this close to going to states last year, and we had a lot of returning players. I think we filled up the field perfectly. We had strong catchers, strong pitchers, strong infield, strong outfield. I mean, like, it was perfect. But it had to end the way it did. I mean, my basketball season got cut short as well. So I know the Bolton girls' season got cut as well. So it's just hard. And me being a senior, like, I'm done. Like, I'm totally done. And so it's just rough. But you know, you can look back on good things. Last year was amazing. It's literally like a lifetime experience. I mean, we went to Plattsburgh State, beat up on Shazy, let's go. And then we went up to St. Lawrence and fought a good fight against Lisbon. We were literally 3 outs away, but sadly we lost that game and ended it kind of being devastating, but also just an amazing season. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about when you haven't even played a season. But a little bit about Coach A. I was in 9th grade when he coached me. Immediately off the bat, he wanted me to be a pitcher. So I thank him for believing in me to be a pitcher at such a young age, being in 9th grade. But he always believed in me. He always saw me as a leader, and so I appreciate him for that. I mean, also his son, Damien. Oh, Damien is amazing. I could talk with him and play baseball with him or basketball, even though his dad doesn't like him play basketball because baseball is the sport for Mr. A. But gosh, we could play all day. But anyway, Coach A is just amazing. Their family's amazing. I thank him for the dedication he had. It's probably not easy to talk to a bunch of idiots from Schroon Lake that come over to Bolton, but it was just fun with him. He made it fun, and he also made it serious. So the strictness and the funness, made it perfect. But so I just gave him a big shout out, and I just thank Schroon Lake and Bolton for the dedication to send kids over from practice to practice, and however that worked. But you gotta look at positives during this time. It's a rough time, but you just gotta stay positive. I give credit to Mr. A for me choosing baseball, because I'm going to be playing it at the next level, and so I'm excited about that, and I give thanks to him. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope this sports banquet / video type thing works out for all you guys. I'm excited to hear what everybody else has to say, and I love you guys. Peace out.
Hello everyone, this is Coach Persons, the girls varsity softball coach. First off, let me start by saying to my players, my heart absolutely breaks for all of you, and I'm so sorry that this happened. I know as your coach it has been difficult to process and deal with the loss of our season. I get angry, I get sad, but then I think of you, my players, and it hits me that my seniors won't end their careers the way that they had imagined. Those of you who lost your first varsity season, and for those of you returning, just hoping for another great season together. I wish I knew what to say to make it all better, but I can remind you not to let this situation take away from all of the good moments that we did spend together in the very short time that we had this year. On our team, we use the word grit a lot to set the tone of our season and what a softball player should embody. Use that now, girls. Let that grit drive you forward with what it takes to come through this. Don't give up. Keep working hard and know that everything that we have done together was not for nothing. Keep looking to the future. Keep yourselves in a good mental and physical state. Spend time with your families and reflect and appreciate all of the good times that we did have together and the ones that we will have again. I'd like to say a few thank yous. I'd like to start off by thanking Margaret Lawrence, our athletic director. I can't thank Margaret enough for all of her advice and just being there to listen. This is unprecedented times that no one really knew what to do or what was going to happen, what to expect, and like I said, I just can't thank her enough for being that that support system for me. I would like to say a big thank you to the parents for all of your continued support for this season, past seasons. I can't imagine how all of you have been feeling. Those of you who have seniors missing out on that last season together, those of you who were looking forward to seeing your daughter take the varsity field for the first time. I can't imagine how this all must be for you. So I can't thank you enough for all of your support. I'd like to now take a moment to address my 3 seniors. I'm going to start with Shamara Jennings. Shamara, it was your first time on the varsity team, and I was so looking forward to what you were going to bring to the team this year. I've coached you in the past on the cheerleading team, and your hard work and dedication that you've shown there, I know would have played out for us this softball season. I was looking forward to seeing you on the field and really bringing everything you had to it. You're a great kid, and you really are going to be missed. Sophie Wick-Torko, who was going to be one of my captains this year. Sophie, you are an amazing role model, leader, and just all-around great person. And I am so sorry that you're not going to get the chance to show all of that again this season. You're someone that the other girls on the team felt so comfortable going to for advice and just looking to for everything that they could need. I could rely on you for so much, and I look forward to seeing what comes to you in your future. Victoria Buell, who is going to be my other captain. Victoria, I really want you to hear and understand what an amazing softball player you really are, and how much I was looking forward to you this season, and how far I know you were going to take us as a leader, and your contribution as a softball player I know was going to be a huge factor in our season and how far we really could go. Again, just like Sophie, you're another one of those players that I can rely on to be that role model for your teammates, that they can go to, that I can count on at practice to be working with a group of girls while I'm, working with my pitchers or my catchers. You are just 2 girls who I can always rely on, and you're going to be very missed next year. But I do look forward to you coming back to visit and filling me in on everything that's going on with you girls. I'm really excited for your futures, and I know you're going to go so far. So to wrap this up, again, I just want to say how sorry I am to everyone that this is how we are ending our year together. But I really do look forward to what next season is going to bring. I'm excited, and I hope everyone has an awesome summer, and stay safe and be well. I love all of you.
This softball season, I was looking forward to doing a lot, like being co-captain with Victoria, growing personally, growing as a team, and winning some games, of course, especially against Crown Point. Even though this pandemic cut our season short, I have a lot to be thankful for and a lot of great memories. First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to Coach Persons for teaching me so much about softball that I hadn't known before. Last year was the first time I've ever played softball, so I was really nervous about fitting in and being able to learn the game and succeeding. But Coach assured me that I could learn with practice and her help. She taught me how to properly hit, throw, catch, and play in games, constantly giving me tips and pointers on how to be better. I could always tell that Coach's best interest was with helping me and the team grow. With her instruction, I was able to be a better athlete and help the team grow by growing myself. Even when I was on the sidelines, I still enjoyed watching the game and being able to cheer my teammates on to do their best. One of my best memories from softball, personally, was at the away Willsboro's game where I hit 3 for 3 and slid and dove for the first time, which was shocking to myself and to others. Another of my favorite memories was at a home game at Schroon Lake where I couldn't seem to hit the ball straight and hit 5 or more consecutive fouls. Eventually, I think that I tired the pitcher out or she got confused because she threw a ball, I watched it go by, and I went to first. Both my memories were made more memorable by my teammates cheering me on and coaching their reactions when I made those moves. Other than the game itself, I enjoy softball so much because of the team effort that goes into the sport and having each other's backs. Being part of a team, your successes mean so much more because you're helping others. Even though we only had 4 practices before shutting down, I know that this team this year was going to be great and we were going to work really well together. I know that we would have worked really well together and I miss having that, but I'm looking forward to seeing the games next year and seeing how you guys turn out. I know you'll turn out great, but just remember to have lots of fun doing it. And lastly, I'd like to give a quick thank you to my parents for supporting me and being there at the games. I know that it was really difficult to be able to pick Stash and I up from different spots, having different practice schedules last year, but my mom made it work, and I thank her for that because I really enjoyed softball. Once again, I thank Coach, my teammates, and my family for making my time with softball at Bolton Central School a really great one.
Hi, my name is Victoria Buell, and I'm a senior at Schroon Lake Central School. I want to say thank you to my coach, MP, for all that she's done for us. She has been an incredible coach, teacher, and mentor. She has helped us all grow as players and young adults. She knows exactly how to get the best from each and every one of us. I'm so sad our season ended before it could really begin, but I'll never forget all the friends and memories I made during this time. I'll never forget all the secret hand signal languages we created, or laughing until we cry at practice. It's been an incredible experience. I'm so thankful for the merge, everyone who has supported and cheered us on, and most importantly, my coach, MP. Thank you so much, Coach, for absolutely everything.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the burst flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold, breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name,
cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the burst flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the
Nice shot, Leah. 10-0, Bolton Warrensburg. And that was Leah's 100th goal. It went in half court, but does not count. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there it is! That's it right there! That is it right there. 1,000 points for Kevin Nisi. Caitlin Van Auken, 1,000 points.
Hello, this is Mr. Shippey, school principal, and it gives me great pleasure to present this year's Eagle Award. The Eagle Award is given to a senior athlete who has participated in 3 sports all 4 years of their high school career. This year's recipient played soccer, basketball, and baseball all 4 years of 9 through 12. I am proud to present this year's Eagle Award to Kevin Nisi. Congratulations, Kevin.
It's my pleasure to announce the award for the most outstanding athletes in the senior class. The first goes to Leah Monroe, and the second recipient is Kevin Nisi. Your hard work and dedication and leadership in athletics is something we're all proud of. Congratulations.
Each year, the Bolton Booster Club awards a citizenship scholarship to an athlete that embodies leadership and service within their community and surrounding programs and events. It is with great pleasure that our committee is awarding the Bolton Booster Club Citizenship Award to a student athlete who not only volunteers in the Bolton community, but reaches out to other areas to give of her time. Sophie Witorko has volunteered at local events such as the PTO Best Program, PTO March Madness, and tutoring. After attending the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Program during her sophomore year, Sophie returned her junior and senior years to be a junior volunteer. She also has been involved in Relay for Life, helping aid those who have or have had cancer. We are excited for your next venture at SUNY Geneseo and know that you will continue being involved with your community while studying biology. Congratulations, Sophie. We wish you the best on your new adventures. Our Booster Club looks forward to this event each year to celebrate the achievements of our student athletes. Before I announce the recipients of this year's scholarship, I wish to thank the Sagamore for another successful golf tournament this year. I also wish to thank the many golfers and local businesses who have continued to show their support of Bolton athletics. The individuals we are honoring this year are leaders, strong team players, and have shown tremendous sportsmanship over their careers here at Bolton. They have also served their community by volunteering for various PTO and Booster Club events, camp counseling, and assisting with our younger athletes. The 2019-2020 recipients of the Bolton Booster Club Scholarship are Leah Monroe, who will be attending SUNY Potsdam, and Kevin Nisi, who will be attending Siena College. Both Leah and Kevin have achieved milestones this year on the field. Leah scoring her 100th goal of her career, and Kevin netting his 1,000th point on the basketball court. Congratulations to the two of you. Through your leadership, character, you have earned the respect of the school and the community. We wish you both well in all of your future endeavors.
It's 6 a.m.